Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody is recovering from daylight savings. The state in Earl's appeal, Earl David Worden, News Now Houston, the state has once again requested an extension. The last time that the state requested an extension, they had to show good cause, and the good cause they showed was they'd been working on other cases. There was one case that they were working on that took precedence to Earl's case, but then Earl's case was top of the pile. That was a month ago. A little over. They've just filed another one this morning, another request for extension. And again, they say there's one case that's taking precedence over Earl's case, then Earl's case is on top of the pile, which is exactly the same thing they said the last time, except it's now a different case that's taking precedence over Earl's case. Now, I'm not saying Earl's guilty or innocent. I don't know. But everyone deserves a fair trial. And nothing that I have seen suggests to me that Earl got a fair trial. And I'm basing this solely on the motion and the opposition presented in the lower court for the motion for a new trial in the lower court, and on the transcript of the arguments presented in the lower court on the motion for a new trial, and on the appeal that was filed by Earl's attorney in August. The brief was filed by Earl's attorney in August. The state's response was due in September. It is now March of 2024. It has been 6 months. Seven months since Earl's filed his appellate brief. Yes, I did just count on my fingers. Sue me. I get it that most of my audience thinks that Earl did it. I think that Earl did it. Great. We agree. But one thing I would hope we all should agree on as Americans is that everyone deserves a fair trial. Whether you're guilty or innocent, you deserve a fair trial, because the trial is where we determine if you are guilty or innocent. We are a nation of laws, such as they are, and we should follow those laws, and we should respect those laws, and we should be upset when states disrespect those laws to the point where they leave a potentially innocent man languishing in prison, denying him a fair trial for 7 months or more. I mean, they could file another request for an extension if the clerk grants this one. And I suspect the clerk will grant this one, or the court will grant it, because it's the state asking for it. And obviously the state's busy. Now, granted, everything that I know about public defenders and about prosecutors, they're overworked, they're underpaid, they have a lot on their plate. But at a certain point, the state is responsible. I'm not saying that public defender, it's probably not his fault. Or I'm sorry, the prosecutor, the district attorney. He's probably got someone else putting these things on his desk and saying, this one takes priority. And so he has to slide Earl's off and do the one that takes priority. Granted, I accept that. But the state itself is going to have to take responsibility. If the state can't get enough prosecutors, enough district attorneys to prepare and file their response briefs in a timely fashion, then the state is failing as a state. Because I get it. It's Earl this time. But how many other people that are languishing in prison awaiting their appeals to have briefs filed on them by the state? How many of them are innocent? How many of them are people that you would empathize with? It's a travesty. I am flabbergasted. And you know, the longer I've been an attorney, the more I've seen judges just shit the bed. And I will be frank with you, I believe the trial judge in Earl's case shit the bed. Not at trial, because I don't know if he shit the bed at trial. I mean, the things he said, I don't think that those were the most prejudicial things that could have been said by a judge. those were the questionable things in the appeal. I get it. You throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. I think it's more of what the prosecuting district attorney did and what Earl's attorney did that really prejudiced, and what all the YouTube hangers-on, the people who get involved in the drama, who went there and tried to prejudice a jury, what they did. I think those were, but at the motion for a new trial that was done at the trial court level, that judge, his entire rationale was it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And maybe I'm just a first-year family law attorney out of California, but my understanding of what he should have done, and he should have construed it with what a reasonable jury would have done, not what his specific jury did. I mean, it was a shit show. And the longer I've been an attorney, the more I've seen judges just shit the bed. The less shocking it is when judges shit the bed. Now, I also want to caveat that and say judges don't always shit the bed, but, if the failure rate is 1 in 100 and, you do 500 hearings, trials, etc., then you're going to have seen 5 judges just shit the bed. And so, no one's perfect. We're all humans. Anyway. But the point is Earl's motion for a new trial, appeal for a new trial, that needs to get moving. Like, I am shocked and offended by the lackadaisical attitude of the state in this matter. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I don't know if I'll make another video following up. Well, I guess maybe I will make a video following up with what the Court of Appeals does, because if there was a shred of justice in the world, the Court of Appeal would just make its decision based on the appeal on the appellant's brief, because only the appellant bothered to file one. Reality is it's much more likely that the state's going to get their extension. That's my best guess as a first-year family law attorney out of California. And I could be wrong. Maybe justice will prevail for fucking once. Maybe. Or, maybe the state will get its way once again. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.